Nonprofit organization focused on promoting business growth, building community, and advocating for the sustainable economic success of the greater Clinton region. Grow Clinton This Morning, a program in partnership with KROS.
We're going to catch up with Matt Parbs today, a busy man. He's always got different things going on, and he's getting ready to leave town. Tell us about this, Matt.
Yeah, it's not that dramatic. Even though it's a cold day out, you're thinking I might be going to like Hawaii or Florida or something. But no, tomorrow and Wednesday is Grow Clinton County's Day at the State House. So a group of us go out, and I know we were talking before we went on air. The group is very fluid, and we'll kind of explain why. But yeah, we go out to Des Moines on Tuesday and Wednesday, basically from noon to about 4 or 5. Our meetings usually with department heads on Tuesday. So, DNR, workforce, IEDA, if you name it, we meet with them. And then on Wednesday is usually more of the majority and minority leaders in the House and the Senate. We basically, if you can say, lots of people in the county come out. Sometimes they come out for just 1 or 2 sessions, or they're for both days or just one day. That's what makes it fun is it's a good core group with a really good, strong core message. And as we were talking, it's about it's about telling our stories, our successes, how we've used state programs, and then it's really about, don't forget about us. So a lot of our points are like, for example, there's a bill out there to create statewide representation on the Iowa Department of Transportation Commission, meaning, there should always be someone from the eastern half on that commission. Yes, we talk about Highway 30, but, we talk about how it could help quality of life and housing and some different things, helping people move out. We were just talking about cow wheat as well before we got on air. It's a big thing for those type of communities as well, providing that access, that 4-lane access throughout the entire state. So those are what we talk about, and then we get to hear a lot of from especially I always enjoy the department heads. There's a lot of times you learn just kind of how they go about their business and how you can really build that relationship. So when you have to ask a question. So like we'll be meeting with DNR. So Phil Visser from the county, of course, has got conservation questions. DNR does a lot on our air stuff and some of the different environmental things with our big economic development projects. And so it's halfway joking, but it sounded like he was kind of excited to be asked to be included because he's not always included, the DNR director. So that's really what's important. So when something comes up, we got a new project, when we say, hey, we're from Clinton County, and that guy's, oh yeah, we met you on such and such day on Wednesday at 11:30 or whatever it is, and it puts a face to the name, and it really does help move things along.
You bring up a very good point, and I've had other guests talk about this, just putting, as you pointed out, a face to the name, and there really is a genuine need to let those people in Des Moines know that, hey, we're out here along the Mississippi River, and there are things you can do for us.
Yeah, that's another big core part of our message is the Eastern Iowa Port Authority and river tourism. And then, it's, the Mississippi River is a huge economic engine in many different ways for the entire state. And yeah, sometimes you feel like, you're somewhat forgotten. But shout out to a lot of those departments, Travel Iowa and some of those different IEDA. Like you said, because you have those relationships, when there's a project. Andy and I always love to talk about this. We got a project pitched to us by the state. We're the only ones in the state to apply, and it's because they needed 365-day access to the Mississippi River, which obviously right now you can't provide. But it's those type of relationships where they say, hey, Clinton, it's a long shot, but hey, please submit this. And then, obviously that relationship building, when all these projects come in, they know that you're always there for them as well when they need you. And this was one of those times the state needed to make an appearance in the pool, because you're dealing with site selectors and all these things. And again, it's exactly what you said. It's that relationship building. Site selectors say, hey, Iowa took this project seriously. My next project, which might fit a little bit better, I'm going to make sure that Iowa sees it because, they gave a really good application. It was never going to work because we can't provide 365 days of barge access to the Mississippi River. But
Who can?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, in Iowa, who can?
Correct, yep.
So again, visiting with Matt Parbs. Now, this will be your second trip
Correct.
on this, and I would imagine you got a better idea of what you're going to have to do and what you're going to be hearing.
Correct, yes. Last year was, for me, what I really enjoy is the hustle and bustle and the buzz. And, we're out there in a time where, bills are making it through funnels and it's amazing. I'm from Springfield, Illinois as well. So that's, so obviously we went to the Capitol a lot and those things. And, one of the things that we always talk about, and it's very true, is the access that we have here in the state of Iowa to our elected officials compared to around the state. So in Illinois, if you really wanted something done, you had to go to Saputo's Italian restaurant where Mike Madigan ate dinner every night. and then you would see him holding court, basically. That's probably why he's in jail. But
Interesting.
Yes, that type of thing where, the power really occurred in places like D.H. Brown's and Norb Andy's and Saputo's. And all these things when you're from Springfield, and then in Des Moines, it's like, nope, actually, if I want to go talk to the majority leader, I can walk right into his office, sit down with Jake and say, hey, this is what we're doing in Clinton County. So it is something that we treasure and we really try to take advantage of.
That's an interesting point that you bring up there, a Springfield, Illinois native that you are.
Yes, yeah, probably gonna get in trouble for that one.
Well, I hope not. I hope not.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you're fine.
Mm-hmm. And then we got a lot of other things going on in Grow Clinton. Talking about partnerships and all that on February 27th at Eagle Point Lodge is our second annual Education and Business Partnership Symposium.
Stacey was in last week. She was talking about that, and she's looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've got probably over 100 people. That's students, educators, and then businesses, and it's all about promoting the work-based learning. Shout out to all of our school districts in our region on both sides of the river. So it's actually a cross-state kind of partnership, and it's really, really, really strong to see. The kids have really cool success stories. What I remember last year from Fulton is, basically one student ran their, let's lack a better word, event center. So, they had kind of the ability to rent out the gym and do things. We've had students placed and they just talk about welding to marketing and all of that. And then, so you have those stories, and then also you're trying to bring in businesses that maybe have not hosted a student. So have you guys had a student here at KROS in a while?
It's been a while.
Yep. So that's one of those great opportunities. If someone wants to get into radio, or some other aspects that you guys do, sales and just kind of general business and all that, we encourage you as a business to register on growclinton.com and attend and kind of meet the teachers that are doing the work-based learning placement and kind of figure out a plan. It can be, maybe it's just a couple of times. It could be every once a week. They have different type of schedules, and it's a really great opportunity to get kids real-world experience.
All right, very good. And, of course, Shamrock's coming up.
Yep, and that is March 14th. That's at Legends. Press Record is the band. That's from 5:30 to 9:30. Tickets are currently on sale now. Necker's Jewelers is the title sponsor. It's a great time. Shamrock was the first. I think I was here for like a couple of days. In 2013, it was my first event. I think Joni Krogman said, hey, you should come to Shamrock. I show up to Shamrock and meet the first people. So if you're a listener and you're a Grow Clinton member, or even if you're not, and you're trying to meet new people, meet business associates and really networking. I mean, I was 3 days in town and went out there and met Rich Phelan, and the list goes on of people that I met who said, hey, I'm Matt, just moved to town from the sawmill. Do I have time for a quick funny story?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so I was actually staying at Steve House's dad's house when I first moved to town. So right after the Shamrock, it's my first week. So I'm staying at his house. Apparently there's a house cleaner. I don't know about the house cleaner. The house cleaner doesn't know that I am there. So Saturday morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm laying in bed and asleep, and she walks in and, of course, sees me in bed. She freaks out. I freak out. And it's one of my great early memories of Clinton is hey, how's it going? I'm staying at Ed's and Mary's house. So
Ed didn't tell you.
yeah. So anyways, that was a great. Anyways, that's why Shamrock is so cool. I mean, it is a 4-hour long kind of like St. Patrick's Day party. But again, that is how I met so many people within a week. And little did I know, like you said, like how many of those people put a face to the name, and then even 12 years later, still rely on many of those same people.
Amazing. Mm-hmm. And people want to find out more about all these activities going on in Grow Clinton. How can they best do that, Matt?
They can go to growclinton.com. They can search us on Facebook, Grow Clinton IA/IL. They can call the office at 242-5702. Or simply just stop by 721 South 2nd Street and talk to Karen.
Enjoy your time in Des Moines. Always great to have you in. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.